Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Monday Huddle on the Educational 80 podcast. We're going to be right back with this week's segment, but first, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. Now, you'll recall these are all great companies I used, companies that you should be using at your school. So take 3 minutes, listen to our shout outs, then listen to our Monday Huddle, then go and visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We'd like to say thank you to Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. Go to sidelineinteractive.com and you can schedule a live web demo to see their products in action. You've heard me say many times, probably the best purchase I ever made was our Sideline Interactive indoor score table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com. Schedule that live web demo today. We also want to say thanks to our friends at Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years, but when I became an athletic director, I made sure that our school was a Huddle school. And our coaches, I'm telling you, all of our coaches just loved the Huddle platform. Our players love the videos, our parents love the streaming, but there's a whole lot more. Go to huddle.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Educational AD podcast. That's huddle.com. We also want to say thank you to Home Campus. Things like scheduling, rosters, and results, stuff you do every day. Home Campus does it better and does it faster than the other platforms. Communication, facility management. Did I mention athletic eligibility and clearance? That one alone is a game changer. Go to homecampus.com, find out all the things that they can do for you and your department. That's homecampus.com. We also want to thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame and Beacon Creative. Now, Wall of Fame has been helping schools bring their legacy to life for over a decade, but Beacon Creative takes it to a whole new level. Beacon's a content creation service, and they're going to come up with compelling stories about your student athletes, your coaches, your history, that you can then post on social media. You really got to see it to believe it. I want you to email John Townsend, and you can do that at John, John, at beaconwalloffame.com. Beacon Creative and Vital Signs Wall of Fame. It's a winning team. We want to say thanks to our good friends at Gipper. Gipper's the modern marketing platform to make your athletic department look like it's Division I, even professional level. Gipper's used and trusted by over 20,000 high school and college athletic programs, and there are thousands of professionally designed templates that can be customized in your colors, your brand, and your logo are the perfect way for you to create, share, and schedule all your social media content on one platform. And that platform is Gipper. Go to Gipper.com for more information. We want to say thanks to Booster Hub, the #1 booster club software program. Things like concession sales, sponsorship, fees, you name it, it all flows through Booster Hub's secure system. Volunteer signups, volunteer changes, you know it's going to happen. Nothing falls through the cracks. Everybody stays connected and engaged. Give your boosters the platform they need. Give them the platform they deserve. That platform is Booster Hub. Go to boosterhub.com. We want to thank Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Now, full disclosure, I didn't get my master's through the Ohio program, but my assistant athletic director did. And while he was earning his degree, along with thousands of others, they all completed 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Check out Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. We'd like to say thanks to our good friends at Hometown. Hometown continues to be a leader in education-based athletics with their solutions that include things like, well, digital ticketing, of course, but how about fee-free fundraising, athletic website construction? The Hometown list just goes on and on. Whether you're a principal, an athletic director, even a head coach, Hometown is going to show you how to save time, how to raise more money, and how to bring your entire community together. You're going to find it all at hometown.com. And we want to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. At my school, we use surveys for just about everything, for student athletes, for coaches, for parents. And the information that came back on these surveys almost always over the top positive, and it'll be the same for you. The best thing about having all that positive data was when you're meeting with a frustrated parent, sometimes your principal, sometimes even your school board. Go to athleticsurveys.com. They're going to create a custom survey that lets you take the pulse of everybody in your program. That's athleticsurveys.com. And as always, make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Educational AD Podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Educational AD Podcast. Here we try to celebrate leadership, growth, and transformational impact of education-based athletics. On today's Monday Huddle conversation, we've got one that I think every AD, coach, parent, and student athlete needs to hear, and I think it's something that we need to keep on talking about. I'm talking about the power of multi-sport participation in high school athletics. Yes, multi-sport participation. Because in sports culture that seems to have been increasingly pushing early specialization, year-round competition, and single sport identity, the data, the facts, and more importantly, the lived experience of athletes is telling us something very different. All right, part one, the myth of specialization. Some people might call this the elephant in the room. It's still, in some circles, widely held that if a student athlete wants to make it, whether they're high school team, college, or beyond, they need to specialize early. Focus on one sport, train year-round. That's how you get ahead. But here's the truth. We know that model can create some short-term gains, but it often comes at a long-term cost. Research from Sport for Performance, medical communities, athletes, and coaches consistently shows that early specialization increases burnout, decreases long-term athletic development, and raises the risk of injury. On the flip side, those who participate in multi-sports develop more complete athletic profiles, physically, mentally, and emotionally. They don't just become better athletes, they become better competitors. Okay, part two, performance benefits in your primary sport. If we get practical, one of the biggest misconceptions is that playing multiple sports somehow takes away from your main sport, your favorite sport. We all have it. Kids all have that favorite sport. In reality, multiple sport participation actually enhances performance. Different sports build different athletic qualities. We can say basketball develops spatial awareness and footwork. Soccer is going to build endurance and vision. Track, of course, speed and explosiveness. Football is going to develop strength and toughness. Volleyball is going to improve reaction time and vertical power. And when you combine these, you get a more complete athlete. LeBron James, probably regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, he was also an elite football player in high school. The combination of size, agility, vision, and toughness, that didn't happen in a vacuum. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback with unmatched creativity and arm angles, he credits his baseball background for his throwing mechanics and his ability to make off-platform plays, and his basketball background for being able to see the entire court or field. Different sports, shared skills, elevated performance. So when a student athlete steps into their primary field or court, they're not behind, they're actually ahead. All right, the third segment, college recruiting and the realities. Let's take a look at where sometimes this pressure can ramp up. Parents and athletes think, if I don't specialize, I won't get noticed. But college coaches tell us the opposite. They value multi-sport athletes. Why? Because they can also see the adaptability, the competitiveness across environments. They want athletes that haven't done a bunch of drills. They want them to have competed. There's definitely reduced burnout. They're not burned out in college from everything they did in high school and club. And they find that because they've been coached by a variety of coaches, these kids are easier to coach. They have a higher coachability quotient. Multi-sport athletes demonstrate that they can learn systems, build relationships, and compete in different contexts, and that's valuable. In fact, many college programs actively seek out athletes who didn't specialize. They understand that long-term development matters more than possible early dominance. Even in baseball, where the specialization pressure is sometimes the most intense, take somebody like Aaron Judge. He was a multi-sport athlete in high school, played football, played basketball along with baseball. And that diverse background contributed to his coordination, his power, and his overall athleticism. Recruiting isn't just about exposure, it's about projection. And multi-sport athletes project very well. All right, part 4, injury prevention and longevity. Let's talk about something every AD and coach is dealing with more and more, injuries, specifically overuse injuries. When athletes repeat the same movement patterns year-round, stress accumulates. It's the same joints, same muscles, same motions, and that means no recovery, no variation. And that's where some injury problems can start. Multi-sport participation provides built-in cross-training. Different sports are going to stress the body in different ways. That allows some muscle groups to recover while others develop. And the result? Lower risk of overuse injuries, along with greater overall durability. Sometimes they say the best ability is availability. If you're injured, you can't play, regardless of the sport. That also means longer athletic careers. And this isn't just theory. It's backed up by the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine and others. And isn't that what we want? Not just success this season, but health and opportunity over our athlete's entire life. Our final segment, let's talk about some endorsements from the professional level. Sometimes the most powerful voices are the ones who lived it. And across sports, elite athletes consistently advocate for playing multiple sports. Are they elite because they played multiple sports, or do they play multiple sports because they're elite? Okay. In soccer, Alex Morgan has spoken about how playing different sports growing up helped her develop her coordination, her competitiveness, and overall athleticism. In basketball, NBA players regularly point to their time on the football field or the track as critical to their development. And in volleyball, many top athletes come from basketball and track backgrounds, crediting those sports for their jumping ability and their court awareness. And in baseball, players talk about having become tougher through football or basketball in high school. The message is consistent. Variety builds greatness, not limitation. And finally, the bigger picture for ADs and coaches, this topic challenges us. We need to create environments that encourage multi-sport participation, not just allow it, but celebrate it. I had a basketball coach at a school where I was the AD, and he said, I tell my kids, my basketball players, that they can go out for football. And I'm going, I don't want you to allow them to go out for football. I want you to encourage them. I want you to make them go out for football. It's going to make our football program better. It's going to make your basketball program better. Okay? Collaborating with coaches instead of competing for athletes. Make sure schedules align when possible so kids aren't put in a conflict. Make sure you recognize and promote multi-sport athletes publicly through sports awards, through announcements, and educate your parents on the long-term development goals over short-term wins. Because when we support multi-sport participation, we're not just building better teams, we're building better athletes. And even more importantly, we're building better young people. Now, if you take one thing away from today's conversation, let it be this. Multi-sport participation is not a distraction from success. It's a pathway to success. Stronger bodies, sharper minds, broader experiences, and ultimately a greater impact. Let's keep leading in a way that reflects the truth. Keep leading, keep serving, and keep building programs that put students first. And part of that is promoting multi-sport experiences. We'll see you next time. As always, Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. And if this episode gave you something you can take back to your program, share it. Share it with your coaches. Share it with another AD who's doing great work. And if you found a strategy that's working in your school when it comes to multi-sport participation, I'd love to hear about it. If you like this Monday Huddle, please share it. And if you have a topic you'd like us to tackle, please let us know. This has been the Monday Huddle on the Educational AD Podcast. Keep on listening and keep on leading. And before we go, of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. One more time. Go to hometown.com, huddle.com. Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. Go to sidelineinteractive.com. Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. Go to athleticsurveys.com. Booster Hub. It's the #1 booster club software program. Go to boosterhub.com. Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Check out Ohio University. Let's say thanks to Gipper. Go to gipper.com to find out all the things they can do for you. Home Campus. It's a platform you're going to use every day. Go to homecampus.com. Beacon Creative and Vital Signs Wall of Fame. It's a winning team. Reach out to Beacon Creative and Vital Signs Wall of Fame. And let's go and thank K12sportstech.com. Go to K12sportstech.com. Find out all the things that they can help you and your athletic department with. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast.